Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. We are so excited and thankful that you've taken 30 minutes out of your schedule to spend with us just to hear some of the amazing stories and things that people are experiencing with this technology. And it's why we just absolutely love getting to share it with people because all of our stories are different and we don't know what the technology is going to do for you. We just know that it works. It has a 96% effectiveness rate. And so that's what's truly so amazing. So I'm Nikki McCutchen. I will be your host. The call will be for 30 minutes. Like I said, let me go over our disclaimer real quick. What we'll be sharing tonight is for informational and educational purposes only. All of our products that we'll discuss are not intended to treat, cure, diagnose, or prevent any disease. If you are on medications or have medical conditions or are pregnant or nursing, just like embarking on a new health regimen, diet, or fitness program, please make sure to check with your preferred healthcare practitioner first. So with that, tonight, we are just it's our community night. So anybody can come on and share and talk about what the technology is doing for you. We just ask that you try, to make sure that you try to stick to how it makes you feel versus talking about any type of symptomology or anything like that, because our technology, like I said, doesn't cure, diagnose, treat, or prevent anything. So we just need to make sure that we stick with that, how it made you feel. So Judy, I don't know if you want to come on. She and I were talking before about how it has just given her back her energy, which basically gives you back your life. And I can totally relate to Judy in that too, because for me, it was 4 days in me starting on the technology. And I thought, okay, this is crazy. They're like, I don't think this is by day 7. I knew that I had so much more energy. My energy was restored. I felt better. I didn't feel like I needed to take a nap in the middle of the day. And if that was that one and only thing that the technology had helped my body have what it needed so it could create that kind of energy, at the mitochondrial level, my ATP just working better. If that was the only thing I got from the technology, I would have never stopped using it. So Judy, tell us about your energy too. Yours sounds a lot like mine.
Well, I'm a lot older than you. I'm 76. I work full time. I have a very, crazy life. But doing what I do, the last 2 years I had zero energy. I'd come home from work and everything that I had to do, it would be tomorrow. I'm not somebody that likes to leave dishes in the sink. I was leaving dishes in the sink. I would wait till the nth moment to do my laundry. And I have 2 dogs. They're two little gorgeous little pups, and all I could think of is, oh my God, I have to take them out. Oh, I wish I didn't. And when Elsie introduced me to the product, my first reaction was like a lot of people, that's baloney. But it didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen within the first week, and probably because I am older, it took about 3 weeks. I felt a little change to my body, and I was also starting to get brain fog, which scared me because I work full time and I have to be aware. Well, about 6 weeks, the brain fog left, the energy started to come back full charge, and it's improved weekly. And every week I'm amazed at what I can accomplish. I mean, at Christmas, I decorate my whole entire house. In the last couple of years, yeah. But this year I did, and I just I was waiting for a friend to show up who didn't end up being able to make it down to see me, but I had every room decorated to the max and whatever. And 2 days ago, everything on the inside came out. I must have had a million lights outside. Everything on the outside came down. And I still had energy to burn. I did laundry, had people coming to the house to fix certain things that had to be done. I had injured my knees and back, and I had to go for therapy on all of that stuff. I'm working on a book I'm writing. I'm getting that done. I mean, all this stuff would have never gotten done without LifeWave. And of course,
Yeah.
God, who's engineering everything. And
Yes.
I'm just amazed that I can pick myself up, dust myself off, and start all over again every day. And I can smile again. And it's just awesome.
Yes, that's so amazing. Praise the Lord. That's so
Right?
wonderful. And that's
Amen.
yeah, giving you your quality of life back, like
Oh,
who
yeah.
you are, like who you're created to be, the things that you like to do, the efficiency that you like to have in your life. And so
Oh, yeah.
to have all of that back, I mean, that's really what David Schmidt talks about, right? Like that's just it, is that however long the Lord leaves us here on this earth, we want to live all of our days as vitally as we possibly can and doing what we're called to do. And so a lot of us we just slowly, like you were talking about, it slowly just starts to go away. We just don't have as much energy. Our brain clarity is just, not like it used to be. And so that's why he created this technology, because he knows that what God has given us, we're ultimately designed to live forever. And the fall happened. And so now we have sin. And so, things happen and it's different and bodies break down. But we don't have to do that if you have a scientist, an inventor, and founder who studies the way that God designed us. And so keeping those things active that He's already given us in our body and working the way they were designed to work can give us more vitality of life for however long we're here. So I love that so much for you, Judy. That's amazing. Praise the Lord.
I am so grateful to God and to David Schmidt and LifeWave and everybody else that has helped me. I still haven't lost any weight, but I haven't focused on that.
Yeah.
But I need
Yeah.
to start doing that. That's my next on my agenda. But the clarity in the brain is just amazing now. I mean, I would struggle, when you have to do something online for your bank account or your which hold on a minute. This is the noisemaker Tashi, who's barking in the background.
We
And
can't hear him. So Zoom does a pretty
oh,
good
that's
job
good.
at yeah, blocking out
That's
sound
good.
outside. Yeah.
Anyway, I would struggle if you had to have a 6-digit code. I'd have to look at it 5 times and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and I would go into this panic mentally, like, why can't I get this? It's so stupid. I'm an intelligent woman. What happened? And
Yeah.
now I look at those codes and it's you put it in and you don't even think about it anymore. But I still marvel that struggle is gone,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
the clarity is back.
Mm.
um I mean, I never had a phenomenal memory, but it's all back now and I am so grateful. The other thing is I ache less, and I had fallen on an escalator, and because I took too much luggage, because I think I'm 25 and not 75, or now I'm 76, but that was 75 then. And I hurt my back, I hurt my knees, and everything was getting better. I just kind of like almost fell off the ladder yesterday. So
Oh no.
my knees got a little jammed and my back got a little jammed, but that'll come back. It's just a matter of time. But I was feeling so good and so alive. You all know, you've been in this for a while, so you know that feeling. It's euphoric. It's
Yeah.
absolutely euphoric.
That's awesome. Yeah, especially when you hadn't been feeling that way for years,
No.
and I had the brain clarity stuff too. So I just would ask my kids questions and I would forget what they answered. I would remember that I asked them the question and it would be like 5 minutes. And I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I know I just asked you this question, but I
Yeah.
can't remember what you said. So to not have that going, because like you said, like you do start to get worried, you're like, okay, I shouldn't be like this. This is not a good sign, but like you don't know what to do about it. So, and that's the crazy thing, is all we did was put on a tiny little patch. Put on a tiny
That's
little
right.
patch.
Yeah,
flip the light switch for those peptides to go to work the way they were designed to work, and because they were just in there tired because we were getting old, so they were tired, and so we
oh
turned that light switch back on, and now they're working for us, and so we can think clear and feel better and have more energy. I love it. Yeah,
yeah.
and just like you
Sleep
said, the
patterns
aches and
are,
pains,
yeah, they're
that's good
eased
too.
up. They're eased up. My sleep patterns, I was doing Ambien. Whenever I'd go for a period of time and I couldn't sleep, out came the Ambien. And I don't need that anymore. And that's so bad for you anyway.
Right,
But I don't need it anymore. I'm sleeping 99% of the time. I'm sleeping through the night. If I get up once, I'll go right back to sleep. In the past, if I got up in the middle of the night, I'd be up. I'd be
right.
roaming the halls, walking
Yeah,
around the kitchen, getting some more water, doing something. But now, if I get up once, I go take a tinkle. I hate to say that, guys, but that's what I do. And then I'll go right back to sleep. It's
yeah.
amazing. It's
Yes, that is
amazing.
amazing. Yes.
And I'd go
Praise the Lord.
before I got get up 3 or 4 times in the middle of the night. And every time I'd wake up, it was instantaneous to the bathroom. And
Right.
now I'm just so grateful that I can sleep through the night most nights and I don't have that grogginess of the drug.
Right.
It's
Yeah.
just you've got your clarity in the morning. As much as I hate to get up and go to work anymore, um, I get up, the brain's clear. You get excited about life again. Oops, I keep
Yeah.
losing my phone. It goes off.
Oh, you're
So
fine. You sound fine. Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, and that's, again, quality of life to have that back and be excited about life and enjoying what you're doing and having the energy to do all the things that you enjoy doing on top of working and doing, but then you still have the energy to do the other things that you really want to do. So, absolute blessing. I'm so excited for you. That's amazing. Thank you so much for
um,
sharing with us.
anytime. Thank you so much for asking.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Zoom
And I
user. I
know
don't have an. Oh, go ahead, Judy.
I just want to wish Vicky, if she's on, to a happy
Yes.
birthday.
Yes. Happy birthday to our resident patchologist. Yes, we are so very thankful for
Thank
her.
you.
Yes,
You're welcome.
absolutely. There she is. There she yes, love it.
And it's my
Um,
picture, not Pastor
yeah,
Ed's.
exactly. Well, she started out with being Pastor Ed tonight, so I was giving her a hard time, but yes, that's funny. So, Zoom user, did you want to come on and share anything with us? It doesn't tell me your name.
Oh,
Hello. Yes, you are unmuted.
oh,
You're good. If you want to share with us, you're more than welcome to.
the heck. Oh,
Yeah, that's okay. You're totally fine. Does anybody else have a story they want to share with us of what kind of things they've noticed with the technology? I can share it. Oh, Maria, did you want to come on?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I started 4 years ago with this unbelievable technology we have in our hand. And that time I was really very sick. Have a problem with my knee. I can walk, I can do anything. And one day I saw a lady walking in a swimming pool where I used to go. And she said to me, no, I asked her, what are you doing? May I ask you a question? Yes, sure. And you're walking perfect. I said, what do you did? I did an operation in my knee. I said, oh, really? I said, oh my God. So before that happened, I already know they give us the opportunity for the company and start using the patches and everything. And I start feeling very good. And I have 2 weeks to do my operation in my knee. And I said to my husband, I think we gotta call the doctor canceled this operation because you never know. After this operation, you can feel something going on, and I don't want to even be able to walk. So, and now I'm feeling much better with my, with my patches. So,
Yeah,
oh,
praise the Lord. Because you've been on the patches now how long, Maria?
at that time I was with the patches for, I believe it for almost a year, I believe it, not sure. But I was starting to feel good, and with the weather coming and come back again, get back again, but not the pain I used to do. I used to have. But anyway, this is one part of my testimonial. It was my need, and I never did the operation, but I still have a little pain. Once in a while, I put my patches, and I feel my main testimony about this is after 4 years using the patches, almost 4 years using the patches, the water X20 came, a new technology for the filter. And I started drinking the water. Before that, let me tell you what happened to me. About I don't even know how many years I have my chronic cough. I was coughing every night, like you don't have an idea. I was so sad, my husband to listen to me, and I go to another room and say, Mommy, come into the room. And it was very sad. Was coughing in front of the people. I went to the John Hopkins, and they did a lot of testing me, a lot. They put me a big tube through my lung and everything, and they don't find anything. One doctor said, you have acid reflux. I said, but I'm gonna give you some medication. I'm gonna give you some what do you call a special diet. So he gave me very special diet there. I lost almost 20 pounds. I was so skinny, and I was getting already. And my husband said, no, they have to stop. We're back to the hospital. And the doctor said, no, you got to stop this diet because you may get it worse not to eat your nutrition. So anyway, when the water started coming, and I was still using the patch, I was still coughing, not that much, but I was coughing. And I was a little frustrated. And when the water came, I was starting with the water. I praying God, there was my answer, because about probably 3 months ago or 2.5 months ago, my cough stopped. And I
Praise
was
the
so
Lord.
embarrassed. Sometimes you have a meeting, and so cough. I said, oh my God, don't ever this, forget it. Worst part was when I have the virus was coming around this time. I was so embarrassed, and the people look at me, I said, oh my God. But I know it was nothing contagious, but now I feel great. I feel wonderful. Never again I have a cough anymore in the
Praise
evening.
the Lord.
What else?
That's amazing. And I
Yeah.
think your story is so important, right? Because we do have this amazing technology that's turning on GHK copper peptide, and then the body is using GHK copper peptide the way that it would, but we are under constant assault. Our bodies are constantly under assault with our water, with our air, with the food that we eat. And even if we're trying to be careful and do a great job at eating really high nutritious food, our soil is damaged. So we are just constantly under assault, our bodies. And so sometimes, even though we have this amazing technology in the patch technology, there are still things that are going to happen. We don't know how anybody's body is going to react, and there's still things that can crop up just because of the assault that our bodies are under every single day. And so I think your point is just so important, because is that there still can be things. It's one of those to where that's just kind of life. Like, and we don't know why you had the cough, and nobody else knew why you had the cough either. You went to all these doctors, you're trying to figure it out. You ran all these tests. Nobody can figure out why you have the cough. Well, that's what's so cool about this technology too, because a lot of things, yes, you can put on this patch, GHK copper peptide gets to work in your body, and your body uses the way that it wants to. And then our brilliant inventor and founder, David Schmidt, just keeps working in the lab, and he comes up with this amazing water technology that hopefully all of us are going to have access to within this next month. I just keep thinking, oh, come on, and so then you have access to that. And especially as we age, Maria, do you mind telling us how many years young you are?
Oh my God.
You can say no. You can
You're
say
not
no.
gonna believe it. I'm 78 years old, and I am having so much energy like a
She
35 years
does.
old lady. I
Yes,
go gym,
yes,
I go swimming, I go Zoom, I do boot camp, and name it. And I feel
yes.
great. Thank God, yeah.
Absolutely. And
God
so
bless
as we
you.
age, we also have an issue with hydration, and our cells struggle to receive that hydration. And so there's breakdown that starts happening in the body. And so to have high quality electrolytes and water, even when you're doing a really good job and you're trying to get at least half your body weight in ounces in water, like 5 ounces or so every 15 minutes throughout the day, so that you don't have to go to the bathroom up at night. So you're not up at night. So you just kind of have a little bit during the day so your body can try to use that properly. But because we still have that breakdown, it still can be very, very difficult. And so now then we're having this amazing technology that's coming out that, because it is infused with 7 different wavelengths of light. Did I get that number right, Vicki? If I didn't, correct me. 7 different wavelengths of light. That light then is able to infuse and penetrate every single cell in the body. And so this then supports a major issue that most people have as we age, which is your cells being able to receive the hydration properly. So a lot of times, like when I'm working with people, I will tell them, like, even if the only thing that you changed was to make sure that you got in enough water every single day, that your symptomology, whatever your complaints are, there's a lot of people that just having proper hydration, those symptoms can go away. Those issues will go away just with hydration. That's what's so amazing. But now, again, like Maria's talking about, there's just that breakdown. We're constantly assaulted. Now we have this technology where the hydration is actually going to be able to penetrate and get into every single cell and carry the nutrients that we need in there as well, especially if we use, so this is our Cellergize morning product. So using this is very specially formulated. There's no other supplement on the market that's formulated this way. You can buy all the things that are in this, but it's formulated specifically together to allow the patch technology to be optimized. So I mentioned how we have a 96% effectiveness rate with this, with our patches, and then adding the Cellergize brings that up to 100%. Those two together just won a very prestigious award last year, the Biotech Stem Cell Technology of the Year Award. Okay, there was over 15 countries that had nominations in the categories. You had to have technology that was completely novel, meaning there is no competition. There's no other technology like your technology. So those two together, our patches, our X39 and the Cellergize, won that biotech award, which is truly amazing. So now with our light technology or water technology coming on board, you can utilize this to get those nutrients that are in here, put that in that glass of water that you're going to drink in the morning when you get that, and it will help to then penetrate every single cell with those standard nutrients that most people are already deficient in: electrolytes, amino acids, proper copper and zinc ratios. Most people are already deficient in this way. So when you combine these 3 things together, it is a powerhouse, which is what Maria is talking about, and why she doesn't have to know where the cough came from, why she has it. No doctors could tell her why she had, but the thing is our body we have smart technology in our body. Our body is smart technology. It is going to use the things the way that it wants to give us the most benefit that it can. That is how we are fearfully and wonderfully made. And so that's what I mean. So I'm praising the Lord with you, Maria, that is the result, especially when you're like, you are frustrated, right? Like you're trying to do all these things right. You have this amazing patch technology, and there's just still something we can't figure out. But proper hydration in the body can change everything. So I'm so excited for you, Maria. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Anybody else want to come on and share a story?
I can share something from my cousin that we were on a Zoom with earlier.
Yeah.
He had a hernia, and he is now, well, of course, he was using the technology, but he thought to himself, and this was before he had even asked or said anything about it, he started patching his hernia. So he put the 3YH patches around it and the X39, and he doesn't have it anymore.
I mean, you almost want to say, I don't believe you, right?
Right,
I mean,
right.
my husband has had 2 hernia surgeries. So that's incredible. And your body, like, what is your body capable of when
Right.
when it has what it needs to do to then restore, rebuild,
Exactly.
regenerate? We are just so amazingly created. That's awesome. So exciting.
And I'll share another thing because, you never know who this could help. But he also had an issue with hemorrhoids. And he said, well, if it worked for my hernia, it can probably work for that too. So he started patching like close to his legs and stuff. He didn't really know about putting it on his clothes. And he said he doesn't have the hemorrhoids anymore. And I'm like, oh my goodness, that's just amazing.
Holy cow. Yes. That's incredible. I probably wouldn't even have thought to even tell somebody to try it for those things. You know what I mean? I mean, sure,
Right.
we're the technology, have the overall health benefits, all of that. But to think that they would get those results, I mean, that's why we can't tell people what it's going to do for them, because we have no idea, because
Right.
it's all the body. It has nothing to do with this technology. This technology is literally just the light switch, so that it's just what turns on, GHK copper peptide to work properly in your body. That's it. And then your body does the rest. That's what's so amazing.
Mm-hmm. And also he had acid reflux and a herniated disc.
Oh my
He
goodness.
was in a bad state.
So, and that has helped with those things too?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. How long has he been on the technology?
How long has it been? Less than a year.
Wow. Yeah, to have all of that, I would have told somebody, I don't know, just plan on invest in your health for 2 years. Go back in for regular checkups. We'll just keep track of it and see how you do. That's what's amazing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Yeah. Now, was he just using the X39?
He was using the 3YH and the X39 and X49.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what's great too, is that sure, can we just use the X39? Do we tell people that's what we want them to do? Absolutely, because GHK is considered the fountain of youth in the body. So it can do anything and whatever the body so desires. But we have additional technology that if you want to throw the kitchen sink at something, you can. You can try to hit it from all different angles. And so and when it's one of those where, why would you not try? Like, there's no chemicals, there's no drugs, there's no injections, there's no interaction with any medication that you're on. It's because it's just the way that the body should be working anyway. If we were 25, our bodies would be working that way. So that's why there's not going to be any contraindications with this. So that's what's so amazing. Yeah. So we are at time. I'm going to just like super quick, see how fast I can tell you for all of you that are actually on here and are like, this is the first time I've been on. I don't even know what she's talking about. Please get me some, whatever it is, please get me some. But let me tell you just real quickly about what we're talking about. So it's a light therapy technology. Okay. So What it does is it turns on GHK copper peptide. When this is placed on the body, okay, or on the clothes, you can put it on your clothes. It doesn't have, because again, nothing's going into the body. It's sealed on both sides with medical grade plastic, completely hypoallergenic. Nothing's going into the body. It's working through our own body's infrared light. So when you watch a movie and you see them looking through night vision goggles and they're talking about seeing that heat signature of people or animals, okay, and it's all those different colors, that light source or heat source, the heat is from the light. That's what's generating that heat, is actually the light. So that light is hitting the center of this patch, being reflected back into the body at very specific wavelengths, turning on that GHK copper peptide. And one of the things, GHK, look it up, it does so many things, over 80 different things in the body. It's amazing. But one of the things it turns on regenerative cells. That's why we call it the fountain of youth. Your body can use those for anything it wants. And you just heard Vicki. Actually, you heard everybody tonight, all of these different things, because it's what that person's body needs. Okay. The second thing I just briefly will mention is your cardiovascular system supports your heart, your blood vessels, the lining of your blood vessels at the mitochondrial level, supporting the ATP, the energy of the cell. Okay. So that's what's amazing about helping support the cardiovascular system, your brain. You heard Judy and I both talk tonight about having that brain clarity back. For some people, even if they're struggling with emotions, it can help to balance that out, which is what's truly amazing. Your collagen. So most people just think that's hair, skin, and nails. It's not. Your collagen is literally the glue that holds your body together. So we're talking about activating the internal collagen, your own body's human collagen, not putting in anything exogenously, but turning on everything, all the types of collagen. So you know how your bottle will say, oh, this is, 3 types or 9 types or whatever it is. This goes and activates everything across the board in your body. So that combination of collagen and regenerative cells together is why, again, across the body, people get amazing results, because those two things are declining at about the same rate in the body as we age. And then the fifth thing, which we all think about this time of year, is our immune system. But it's not just colds and coughs and things like that. It's our immune system that controls whether we get diseases, whether we have illnesses. So to have that supported again with all these other things, that's just 5, not even the other, like I said, very long list of things supporting in the body. So one tiny little technology does all of that. Literally, the return on your investment that you are getting for investing in your health, there is nothing else that compares to what this technology does in the body. There are no amount of supplements that you can take that are going to support this inexpensively, support your health in this way as quick, because you're talking about light happening instantly, right? Having all of that up and running instantly. There is no body process it has to go through in order for your body to utilize it. So that's what's amazing too. So if this is your first time on this call, please get back with the person that you talked to, that invited you to the call. Tell them that you're ready to get started, but also please educate yourself, because if it takes a while, like let's say with Maria, like you started on the technology for one reason and that reason isn't resolving itself, but maybe you notice better sleep and better energy and better brain clarity, but you're frustrated. So you're like, okay, well, this just isn't working for me, or whatever. Please understand, educate yourself what this technology is actually doing for you so you can understand the benefits that your body is truly receiving. So this is about long-term health. This is about giving us vitality for a number of days that the Lord leaves us here, just like Judy was talking about, is being able to live vitally and do the things that you want for as long as you are here. There is nothing else that is going to turn on GHK copper peptide in this way to give you the kind of support that this technology will give you. So please make sure, go to patchtheway.com, PATCH theway.com. If you want to deep dive into research, if you like to nerd out on that kind of stuff like I do, you can enter the passcode LIGHT. They'll all come up across the top and you'll be able to read all those. Otherwise, just educate yourself on the technology and what it does and the body benefits so that even if you're not feeling it, you know that it's working. Okay, that's super important that you understand 96% effectiveness rate means that it's always working in the body and doing something. Are there ways that we can help optimize that? Absolutely. Good nutrition, good exercise, good high quality quality water, all of that, absolutely. But that effectiveness rate is truly jaw-dropping, okay, in the industry, in the health industry. So get good hydration. Make sure that you just decide that this is something that's going to be a part of your healthy lifestyle and what you're choosing to benefit your health overall in your daily living. That's going to affect your ability to just have vitality every single day. So thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's always so fun to get to do a community call. We do these every once in a while. So just make sure you watch WhatsApp. We do them off and on here and there. And you're always more than welcome to come on and share stories with us and ask questions. We're always on Monday nights at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time to go over the technology and for people to ask questions about the GHK copper peptide and how that works in the body and get some of those questions answered. That's a 30-minute call. We have a business call on Wednesday nights at 7 Central Standard Time as well. So please come back, learn more, join us here, and let's all just caring is sharing. So share the technology, invite people back. Let's help as many people as we can. So, and with that, we pray blessing over each and every one of you. Good night, everyone. Have a great evening. Thank you for joining us.
Good night.
Good night. God bless. Thanks for
Night.
your
God bless.
testimonies.
Thank you.
Yes, so awesome.